The Bible has long captivated the human imagination with its prophetic visions and apocalyptic literature, offering a glimpse into the future and what many Christians believe are the signs of the end times. While interpretations of these signs may vary across denominations and individual beliefs, there are several consistent themes that emerge from the biblical text. In this essay, we will explore some of the most prevalent warning signs that Christians look for as they contemplate the approaching end times. One of the most commonly cited signs of the end times is the moral decay and increasing lawlessness in society. The Bible, particularly in the New Testament, warns of a time when, because lawlessness will be increased, the love of many will grow cold. Matthew chapter 24 verse 12, ESV. This decline in morality is often seen as a harbinger of the end, and many believers point to contemporary societal issues such as the erosion of traditional values, rising crime rates, and a general disregard for moral principles as evidence of this prophecy. The Bible predicts that as the end times draw near, there will be an increase in wars and rumors of wars. In the book of Matthew, Jesus speaks of wars and rumors of wars as signs that the end is approaching. Matthew chapter 24 verse 6, ESV. This prophecy is seen by many as an apt description of the tumultuous state of our world, with ongoing conflicts, civil wars, and the constant threat of international discord. The Bible also foretells an increase in natural disasters as a sign of the end times. In the book of Luke, Jesus mentions earthquakes in various places as part of the birth pangs that precede the end. Luke chapter 21 verse 11, ESV. Many believers interpret the rise in natural disasters, including earthquakes, hurricanes, wildfires, and other cataclysmic events, as a fulfillment of this prophecy. Another sign of the end times according to the Bible is the emergence of false prophets and widespread deception. Jesus warned his followers, "For false Christs and false prophets will arise and perform great signs and wonders, so as to lead astray, if possible, even the elect." Matthew chapter 24 verse 24, ESV. This has led many Christians to be vigilant against charismatic leaders who may lead people astray with deceptive teachings and claims. The Bible also predicts that persecution of Christians will increase as the end times approach. In various passages, including Matthew chapter 24 verse 9 and Revelation chapter 6 verse 9-11, believers are warned of the persecution they will face for their faith. Today, many Christians around the world endure persecution for their beliefs, making this prophecy feel particularly relevant. The Bible prophesies that in the end times, there will be a sense of global unrest and fear. In Luke chapter 21 verse 25-26, Jesus describes how nations will be in anguish and perplexity at the roaring and tossing of the sea. People will faint from terror, apprehensive of what is coming on the world. Many interpret this as an apt description of the uncertainty and anxiety that often pervades our modern world. Some Christians believe that the end times will be marked by the rebuilding of the temple in Jerusalem. This belief is rooted in Old Testament prophecies and reinforced by passages in the New Testament, such as 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 3-4. While the actual rebuilding of the temple remains a contentious issue, the desire to see it restored is a significant aspect of eschatological discussions among Christians. Amidst the signs of turmoil and tribulation, the Bible also speaks of the gospel being preached to all nations before the end comes. In Matthew chapter 24 verse 14, Jesus states, "And this gospel of the kingdom will be proclaimed throughout the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come." Many Christians actively engage in missionary work to fulfill this prophecy, believing it to be a prerequisite for the return of Christ. The signs of the end times as foretold in the Bible have captivated the imaginations of Christians for centuries. While interpretations may differ, the themes of moral decay, wars, natural disasters, deception, persecution, global unrest, the rebuilding of the temple, and the spread of the gospel remain consistent throughout eschatological discussions. It is important to note that these interpretations and beliefs vary among Christian denominations, and not all Christians hold to these prophecies or interpret them in the same way. As we navigate the complexities of our rapidly changing world, it is essential to recognize that the signs of the end times, as perceived through a biblical lens, are subject to interpretation. While some may view current events as fulfillment of these prophecies, others may see them differently. What remains constant is the call for individuals to live with faith, hope, and love, regardless of the signs of the times, and to be prepared for whatever the future may hold. Ultimately, discussions of the end times should inspire reflection, spiritual growth, and a commitment to living out one's faith in a world filled with uncertainty and change.